Okay, let's look at how you install applications into a Droplet container. More importantly, how do you actually transfer your executable files and create a user interface for your end user to interact with those applications. So let's open Droplet up in full view. Step 1 is login as an administrator. When you purchase Droplet Computing will provide you with the username and password to access the admin control panel. Once you've actually accessed the control panel, to change that password, simply click on the settings button, scroll to the bottom, follow the on-screen instructions and create your own password. Okay, so now that I'm logged in as administrator, let's get some files into the container and install them. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to install an application and a plugin, and then I'm going to create a tile here similar to this one here for Notepad. I'm going to create a tile here for that application, so a fresh install. So without any further ado, let's go and get the install media. So how do you get install media into the container? When you purchase Droplet Computing, you also get access to a file share system. A file share on the container and a file share on the device. And to open that up, just simply click Open Container File Share, and there is my container file share. Open Device File Share, and there is my device file share. Two of them are identical, one in the container, one on my device. I have install media in a separate folder, and that folder could be a shared drive, it could be a different folder on my endpoint device, a USB, whatever it may be, but ultimately you will get your media from wherever you have it stored. Now I'm going to take Internet Explorer and Java. I'm going to right click and copy, and in my device file share I'm going to paste them. And you'll notice that as I paste them in my share file on my device, they synced across to the container at the same time. That's how you transfer files, irrespective of what the application is and what the size is. So now let's install this application, Internet Explorer, and the plugin Java. Now, as I said, that could be any app, any plugin. The theory and the principle is identical to what I'm about to show you. So simply, let's take Java, double click, it opens up, click install, and it installs. So there's nothing different there from anything that I would do on an endpoint device. Okay, now I'm going to install Internet Explorer 11. Now again, this is another key reason why customers are choosing Droplet Computing. This is a Windows 10 device. By default, the browser is Edge. However, most organizations I speak to today are running applications that are dependent on old versions of Java and old versions of Internet Explorer. Now this could be any version, any app, and this is where Droplet Computing really plays its strengths. It'll allow you to take that app and that plugin and put it inside the sandbox container of Droplet Computing and continue running it on a Windows 10 endpoint device. Now I'm not going to restart my container. I'm going to close these files down, and as mentioned earlier, I'm going to create a tile for my end user to launch it in. Okay, so to create a tile, simply give the tile a name. I'm going to give this IE11. The path is the executable file that is in my program files after installing it, and in Internet Explorer's case it's iExplore, and then I'm going to give it a description. This is my Java browser for my Java apps, Ginitiator, Oracle Forms, etc. Now, what I can do now is I can give it an icon image, right? Similar to this one up here for Notepad. Simply save whatever icons you want to use in your picture folder. I'm going to use this one, and then I'm going to preview and save it. Am I happy with how this looks and feels? Yes. Click finish, and that's me. I've created this file here for someone to launch it. Now right now I'm logged in as an administrator. I'm going to lock this down. I'm now a user. The only functionality I have is I can only launch apps. So this is a secure lockdown container, and the end user can't do anything else but launch the apps and save files, for example. So I'm going to launch Internet Explorer for the first time. Click launch, and as you can see, Internet Explorer instantly launched. It just launched. There was nothing there at all different than what I'd expect to see on a Windows endpoint device. And because I've got Java installed, I can run my Java plugins now, etc. For those applications that are not supported on Windows 10. So that's the basic principles of how you install an application into the container, and the same principles apply no matter what the application is. So hopefully you found this short video beneficial and of use, and if you did, as always, please hit the like button. Thanks very much for watching.